And they're confident that even though Hyperion do play it, that they can still take it.
Absolutely. And with the individual performance that we saw on Mirage, of course, I have no doubt that they can back that up as well. But Inferno, definitely going to be an interesting one. We will see Hyperion starting out on the CT side. Hopefully that's something that we can see them abuse a little bit. It's one of those maps that's very up in the air as to which side it is. There's a lot of debate about it as well. But Shimmer starting on that T side, their aggression, I really want to see that come back out.
Kimmy spots it already, but on the flip side, look at this. A push down the middle,
oh my God.
Completely unnoticed. You were hoping for a bit more. Artstar too, but the answer back is so solid. Shimmer not backing out of that one. Actually, want to go back to A, so that's continued to put more pressure up on Kimmy. Does spot the cross. It's the Kionetta kill, but on the flip side, it is a bullet straight to the face.
It is, and that should be an uncontested plant here. Plenty of time for the post plant. They've done good damage on Kimmy as well. There is a kit if they wanted to go for this. I see no reason for them not to. It's unfavorable, but you might as well. It is a pistol round.
There's a kit and there's a smoke. The position of where that bomb is planted is a very rough spot. Empathy, and there is just a very good crossfire. Bashar just, well, no fear. Just continues to peek.
Oh, yeah. Crispy.
It's looking good. Shimmer now with that very first round up on the table. Bomb planned alongside of it. So the money is looking very solid here already.
It is indeed. We can see an AK and full utility coming out for Bukar already. Galil's on a couple of them as well. Mac 10 on Abby, but there's so many places that this can be played absolutely brilliantly utilized as well. They will be up against a full eco, so should be, I hold my breath actually, it should be an easy round for them, but a dig off the bat onto Lisa. And kills go back and forth here.
Yeah, surprisingly, pistols definitely can still do something, but now to make 10 starters shine, Abby. This is dirty. 3 kills in a row. And Lisa will top it off. Looking good. Eventually, after an initial threat being noticed, they shut it right down. Make it clean moving forward. And yeah, it's looking good. Empathy already with an AWP in her hands.
The first pistol round that Shimmer have taken today, of course, losing both of the pistols on map 1, which is a really good start. And something that we talked about is they struggle getting those initial rounds. And this could be quite scary for Hyperion as well, because we've seen them on these gun rounds and they are very dominant. They're very good at putting these rounds together. So it's scary for Hyperion to have lost those initial 2 rounds. But they finally have the weaponry to make this a little bit more competitive now.
Warning shots being fired. And, well, you can see Hyperion is not looking to contest for Banana whatsoever. Maybe here for apartments. Bit of a deep incendiary here and a smoke as well to maintain that control. I do like this idea. So they realized Banana control, not quite ours. Maybe have to put pressure on a different part of the map then.
They are just poking and prodding a little bit, probably trying to find an opening pick here, maybe an area of weakness that they feel is a little bit undefended. It does look like they're moving towards A. Bomb has been left behind, so it isn't really a full commit, but it does look like they're wanting this A site. Bomb is being retrieved. And actually, it's going to go B instead. They have this banana control, and there's 3 over towards A. Bukar here is in a perfect position as well to here rotate, maybe punish as well. Just the thorn in the backside. I tell a lie. Deleted from the round. Lisa storming the site as well and locking Anna out with that smoke.
Gonna be quite tough here with that. Oh, well, yeah. Just a large wall of utility that is into play. They have to wait for the rest of the team to arrive before they peek, but they just line up instead. And that is just so rough, because there is little to no money in the banks of Hyperion, and the rest are quite far away still. Have to back off.
No kit, 2-woman disadvantage is not favorable. They will just want to save these weapons. Maybe go for an exit kill if they can here. Of course, that bomb radius, very, very punishing on Inferno, like we said earlier. But they are just going to head down Banana. Plenty of space. LX, definitely looking for that kill, knows that they were there, but doesn't want to lose their life fighting for it. Look at that. Alex still takes damage from that far away.
It's Inferno, baby.
I hate it.
It honestly sucks.
Alex and I are twinning, by the way. I only just cottoned on to that. Going for the matching blue hair, you know?
Hell yeah. Love it. Mine is a little fitted, have to admit. It's sort of a minty... It's a weird color right now.
It's a beautiful color. That's what I said.
But yeah, you know, this is what happens. Little edgy people coming together and we all end up dyeing our hair.
Warning shots through the smoke as well. Empathy not really being able to find much with the orb just yet. But keep it in hand. Smoke's really not helping their chances to find anything early on here. Hyperion desperately trying to keep hold of this banana control, something they've lost the past couple of rounds. They line up for Artstar. Fall back as well. Keep people safe, and that's 2 kills gone untraded as well. Absolutely massive advantage.
In a case like this, they don't have to overextend towards banana. They just fall back, actually send over an additional player to rotate back into A. Scout tag, that's really good. Continues to apply that pressure up on Shimmer. Border tags make them even more so scared to try and continue to peek.
Hyperion love these sort of disadvantaged rounds where they've got a little bit of a messier buy. They absolutely thrive in that sort of chaos. LX here, though, pushed up quite far. Are they going to expect them here this quickly? Oh!
Wow, that's a really beautiful play coming out of LX. There are trades there present. But where's effort? Only empathy now left, 10 seconds, and well, yeah, that's not quite gonna be going her way.
Not quite the play. I saw what she was going for. I was rooting for her, but unfavorable situation. And of course, we'll lose that 1v4. Not the right weapon for it, not the right position, unfortunately. The Hyperion roster absolutely stacked up there and ready. I think this fight in Banana as well is where it's sort of losing too early on, not being able to trade it. And LX throwing themselves out of apartments there. Nothing scary to a CS player than just seeing someone flying directly towards you. Or not seeing them, actually. That might be scarier.
The ideas were there. Bit unlucky that the rest of the team couldn't quite make it happen. But new round and there's a new chance.
Look how much space they've already taken on A here.
Uh-oh. Immediately pressure up on Kionetta on the flip side of Hyperion. As a response, want to see if they can continue to apply that pressure up on Banana, but it actually gets punished.
Look at them running through CT spawn here as well. They're swarming. They're suffocating them from all sides here.
Anna struggling with the spray.
It's actually the pistol to finish the job there as well.
Yeah, it's rough.
Look at that, just the save call. This orb just too valuable to lose. They have a little bit of money on a couple of the players, but the CT economy is so difficult to manage, so punishing. They will not want to lose this, but Empathy goes hunting for it. Knows that there's an orb, does not want them to have that advantage in the next round.
Hunting down. They are so close. Oh, that's noise.
It is. They may well take this orb away from Empathy, though.
Oh, they will.
They will.
Well, that's making it costly, and there's well, there is room.
There's room in the budget if they want to go for another orb, which doesn't look like they're going to. Unfortunately, Empathy, losing their life, has been told, nope, you're back on a rifle for now. Build up a little bit more money in the back pocket. Of course, we know how easily money can get out of hand if you lose a couple in a row. But Hyperion, they get one, but they're just not able to capitalize on it. That's been something that we've seen time and time again for them.
Honestly, I don't even think Empathy needs to be on an orb.
Nope.
She's great, but on Mirage especially, she was just great keeping things alive on the rifle. And she's looking for more, will be traded. And Artstar actually finds more to follow herself up with. That's 7 kills for her in the bank.
They still want to go for this B site. They have a little bit of utility to make it happen. They still have Natty over there on A just as sort of insurance. But doesn't look like anyone is going to be coming that way anytime soon. One will go down. It's a little more than Shimmer could have gotten this round. Artstar, the savior of this round, called upon to do some more here.
Natty's still for util coming through from Banana. She could easily flash to site. Help her teammates out. They're creeping closer. And now Shimmer wants to get proactive. Lisa finds one. Kionetta will trade. And that's actually on Abby, her full HP teammate. And that is room now for Natty to clear her up. Very nicely done.
Beautifully done. That's the sort of round that we need to see more from Hyperion. Absolutely beautifully played there. Cannot state that Artstar was monumental in that. The initial kills, holding down the fort, giving their teammates enough time to rotate, and buying that little bit of extra space. Retakes on this map are so difficult, and having somebody that is willing to hold down the fort, give them that advantage, give them that time, give the teammates something to play off of, really is crucial here.
Now, Artstar anchoring down towards B is looking really magnificent thus far. Still
it's not a position anyone wants to play. But definitely an important one.
Very true. It can be an extremely tough one. But a lot of these iconic moments do come from anchoring down towards the B-bomb side. On the flip side, Kionetta goes a bit aggressive with her ult. And I like that she's not always playing the same angle. We've seen her a couple of times over towards long. This time, pushing into apartments.
Ooh, caught out in the open. Does manage to get away. And get another.
Wonder where the empathy already sneaked into midi pit. Now slowly even crossing onto the side. But Kionetta is just so ready for it. Wow. Slaughtering them completely up on the side. And Hyperion is back in the game.
That is some crazy stuff there as well. The AWP absolutely dancing around the side there. The way that she just moved around, kept them on their toes, kept them guessing as to where she was. That fluid movement really kept it elusive. We're going to get to see a replay of this as well. There's the first, second. It's this kill at the end here, beautifully done. Stunning stuff. And then that's Shimmer forced back onto pistols at the end of this as well. This could very easily be around that Hyperion ties up the scoreboard. Brilliant to see this early sort of fight, not wanting to let the half slip away from them like they did on map 1.
It was on the CC side that Hyperion looked a lot more lively over Mirage. Good to see right now they're continuing that same sense. And now how will they deal with Shimmer? Everyone sort of gathered up here towards second mid into apartments. Ready for perhaps a bit of a waterfall play. And we have seen already some cheekiness coming out. So maybe you could do it again.
In the perfect position here, especially against these pistols, Natty could demolish them, demolish any chance of putting something of a round together here. The flash is good though.
Uh-oh. It absolutely is, and even the trade there, that is, or should be at least a window to get a bomb planted, which is on paper a win for an eco, but you have 2 rifles now to fight with. That is incredibly scary. There's smokes to be deployed, and even an additional flashbang if you hear steps.
They do have the utility here. They could flush LX out with that Molotov. They have the flashes. They've got abundance of flashes, actually.
Counter flash now coming right on through. It will delay the CTs further. Crossfire needs to be up par. Bouchard, she lines them up. This is an incredible play coming out of Shimmer, starting with just pistols, getting away with an AWP.
The eco rounds today have been crispy, they have been on point, and it is brilliant to see that as a round that Shim had no business winning, but nonetheless, they somehow find it. The individual plays, the team coordination, even on a round like that, is brilliant to see. And Hyperion on a little bit of a scrappy buy here subsequently. They are still fighting to keep this. They don't want to let this slip away too much further, but it is a messy buy to say the least. Tag immediately through the wall onto Anna there.
Very rough. And you can immediately see Hyperion once again giving up banana early on. Shimmer sort of get this control every single round for free. And over on the flip side, it will just smoke mid and hope that's going to be good enough. Of course, you do lack some long-range firepower. They have Kionetta, for example, here backing up Netty. But 2 resources you have to spend on apartments. Short currently, open. Artstar left to deal with things over towards long is smoked off and has only an MP9. Now Bouchard, not quite the second, that's at least a good trade. That's what the rifler was for. But the pressure... Artstar knows. And that's the call. Needs to try and get the fight done and will do so. Still it's a 2-on-2.
Alex taking down Artstar there, but maybe she did enough. Absolutely equalized this round, but unfortunately that bomb will go down on the other side. Does look like they're having a wonder whether they can do this. They do have a kit if they want to go for it. The money isn't good. If they lose this, it's even more catastrophic for them.
It was a good sign of life, of course. But now with a couple of rounds in a row for Shimmer, potentially looking a bit more dire. The pressure's continuing to stack up. Now they will use that smoke in actually a near to perfect position. It will sort of caught off guard these 2 players, but they just boost themselves up. They get ahead of the situation. They do not back down. They are just confident that they can win an aim duel like that. And well, Shimmer on to 6, doubling the scoreline of Hyperion.
Brilliant stuff there from Empathy as well. They didn't quite let the smoke bloom from the flash. The flash was brilliant and should have provided the cover. The smoke, however, didn't quite bloom, and it just gave Empathy the ability that that shot fired after the flash, impulse, and gets the kill, really stops anything happening there. And then, of course, the boost up. Perfect stuff here. The teamwork and coordination from Shimmer has been brilliant to see. They are on their game tonight.
Uh-oh. Yeah. Well, Anna's lucky to be alive. But there's a follow-up. Actually, well, let's... the teammates back up. Wow! Util is on the point, and, well, Hyperion looked to go a bit more aggressive here towards Banana, but every single time it just gets denied, and now it's most likely just Abby who will, well, continue to apply that pressure. Meanwhile, they have Kionetta up on the middle of the side all by herself. Is Artstar still debating whether she wants to perhaps go and help or just holds off Speedway for any rotations, any pushes?
The A site is looking scary here. It is just Kionetta to hold this down. Artstar does look now like they're going to rotate over, but is it too late? They've already swarmed them from all sides. Kionetta going to have to try find something here if they want to keep it competitive, but killed through the smoke.
With a pistol nonetheless, she had an AWP in her hands.
You know, sometimes you don't need the upgraded weaponry. Sometimes
you don't.
Pistol's all you need.
Well, on the flip side, there's of course some pistols, but it's definitely a bit more of a struggle here when, well, you have the upgraded weapon as well in the hands of Empathy. Look at this, pre-fire right around the corner. Shimmer just feeling themselves, completely annihilating their opponents and making it clean while we're at it. You know, this is really important. We were talking about it already here before heading into this map, how economy can be such a crucial factor on a map like Inferno, which tends to sometimes go quite back and forth. So if your economy is not there to, well, back you up, you're going to be struggling trying to convert rounds and eventually get to that finish line.
Absolutely. And it's just one round more that Shimmer need to have sort of won the half at the least, which is a brilliant position to be going into. Their T-sides have been really strong. And Hyperion, we've said, they've always shown a little bit more sign of life. That's a little bit messy. They're still one in the smoke, do they realise?
I don't know.
What on earth? Now, it's definitely interesting to see. This is one of the first times that we've seen them properly fight for this banana control, and it has not gone well for them.
Bomb now planted. And once again, it's a very favorable position here for Shimmer once again. You know, sometimes people just take a bit more of a passive stance in and after plant. That's not in the strat book at all for Shimmer. They just continue to peek. They're like, well, I expect a player to be here. I'm just going to be ready for it. Just going to swing. And if a player's there, I will shoot. And I will win that duel. That's sort of how rounds just tend to go down.
Passive? Who's she? Definitely been crazy to see. And on the T side, it's so devastating. Hyperion definitely had some good signs shown here, but it's just very difficult. They're finding it difficult to combat. Everywhere that they are meeting Shimmer, they are losing these battles. They finally fight for banana control. They lose it. They lose loads of people in the process as well. And it's just devastating that Shimmer winning at the half already, only a couple more rounds left. Hyperion really need to find something towards the end here, or it could be, could very easily be, well, all over.
It very well could be. And this is sort of what we saw earlier on of Shimmer, of course, where it looks super dominant. She still had a falls back on the side of Hyperion, but an early lead is definitely already not great for your mental game as well. Once again, it is a couple of pistols. They do have a FAMAS alongside of it.
Hotstar here.
Pretty much all.
Hotstar is in an absolutely... has been smoked off, though. It got scary for a second, though, because they were out in the open and Hotstar so easily could have punished. But, gonna slip out of Cubby. No? Gonna cha-cha slide back into Cubby, it would seem. But look at that. The rush from behind. They want to try pincer this. They want to try force them and funnel them into one area. It will give them the sight, but they are already swarmed and ready for this retake.
The way they just jumped into middle expecting it to be clear while they deal with it effortlessly. Have to admit, Empathy, she's on a roll with a pistol, maybe a little overconfident here in this scenario. Now there's weapons in the hands of Hyperion, at least Bouchard here to deal with exits. You desperately need Natty here as well. There we go. 9 secured on the way to 10.
Absolutely. Beautiful stuff here. That was, it got scary for a second. I saw Empathy charging at them with the pistol, gets 2 kills, an absolutely brutal and cold fashion. Like, look at this, just, and goes running directly towards the next as well. Complete confidence. Brilliant. See, unfortunately does lose their life, as you said, a little bit overconfident. That's something they've got to keep in check as well, is the confidence is good, but sometimes you get a little too cocky, you push a little too far and will be punished because of it. But we're hopefully going to see that reined in. Beautiful start to the round, though. This is what they needed. 2 kills untraded. And suddenly it's looking scary. They have banana control and they've pushed up quite far. Kionetta sees the corner there as well. And wants more.
I don't want to be saying stuff, but we had an Empathy who sort of sneaked right through. It's a bit sad that now the rest of the team is not quite alive anymore. But the way she just does this, it goes completely unpunished time and time again, is insane.
Playing out in the open here. Ran through one Molotov, pushed off by the other. A little bit scary about the person in boiler, could pop their head out at any time and end this round.
I love this. Oh, well, okay.
Almost walked into them. Yeah.
I thought she was going to be ready for that top ramp player. She had really good ideas of where Hyperion would be potentially positioned, you know, knowing that a push from B could come on through and then maybe someone holding off of mid-cross from T-ramp. So the ideas were certainly there. But yeah, it all started off, of course, great A-side for Kionetta with the AWP and beautiful 3K. And yeah, on the flip side, she is doing great on the AWP as well.
She is indeed. It has been brilliant to see them light up the server. This is a little scary, though. push a little bit further up than they were ready for, especially for that little bit of a scary position, but nobody dead just yet.
Lack of information, and on the flip side, Stars M4 will reveal hers. Uh-oh, Time Flash coming about. Not quite blinding, and that's actually an opportunity for her to swing. Very nicely done. Tries to switch to the AK. But on the flip side, Shimmer try to now pick up the force, the speed, but Kionetta is already here. Well, shoulder spotted. Needs to be a bit careful. Gets rushed and overthrown. And now, 1 versus 2. It's Empathy of all people. And bit of a missed shot. Tries to make it work with a pistol. Maybe he gets behind, but she has the bomb on her back. If she perhaps get the kill here on Speedway, that's a B bomb site that is completely open. There will be a Nettie that is right on the back. She can even run to A, potentially. This is a bit of a cat and mouse game.
Time is a little scary, but the issue is she waits too much longer. Oh, she's going to go for it. Time is going to be close. Time is going to be really close here.
Really close. I think she should make it. Just
plant default.
You know, get the movement going. There we go. All right, and she plants safe. Natty now still a long way ahead of her to try and rotate. Goes in through library, it seems. And now Empathy. She's hiding.
Giving us a nice little knife inspect. A little bit of a dance as well. She's happy. She's feeling it. She's confident. Natty, however, half path ahead. Jumps off.
No way! What a read! Empathy was so ready for Natty to push Graveyard. And, I mean, it's always a bit risky. You don't know if someone's going to be coming out from short. But honestly, considering knowing she's going to come from B, and she could have followed Empathy for Banana, but it was just read like a book.
I thought Artstar had done enough at the start there, but Empathy just on another level today.
Absolutely insane.
She's smurfing. She's smurfing.
It's actually... She once again has 2 KD, by the way. 18 in 9.
God.
On, it's just on a completely different league.
That's a confidence booster as well. Look at them. You can see that they're feeling it. You can see that they're confident going into the final round of this half.
Oh, toe tag through the wall. And Empathy once again goes aggressive. This is what happens. Hyperion keep leaving Banana open, and they will get punished for it. Now a full-on B execute right up on this site. We still have a player who is sitting in the back. But it won't take long before she gets overrun out, and now spotted tagged a half HP. There's at least a good counter flashbang to deal with things. She gets away with 2. That is maybe still a window of opportunity here for Hyperion.
They have 1 more smoke for CT should they choose to use it. There it goes. Comes out now. Alex. They're all going to hide backside. Brilliant crossfire here established. All angles covered. I think that was the... No, I tell a lie. There's still a little bit of utility left. The time is getting low. There's no hit either.
It's getting extremely low. Alex so well positioned here on the high ground, ready to grab the final kill. And honestly, Shimmer is just on a roll, looking to clear it out 2-0. And let's find out if they can do so after the break.
The brakes, draw back. Paddock on my wrist, I'ma hit him with a drip drip. They gon' pay the VIP to get a pic with me. I'm a star. Brand new keys to the car. I'm the boss, they came in the czar. Got them so high, so addicted. Telling me I'm the only queen of his heart. Guess I let you co-star. saying they lane ain't no outside. Bought a mansion in LA, right next to Mariah. Write the song, get filthy paid, price going high. Yeah, I gotta do it, I'ma do the most. Since they paid to see a show, got the South overflow. Yeah, if I gotta do it, I'ma do the most. Watching me to take no, raise a toast to the goat. Yeah, if I gotta do it, I'ma do the most. Since they paid to see a show, got the South overflow. Yeah, if I gotta do it, I'ma do the most. Watching me to take no, raise a toast to the goat. Yeah. It takes a lot to be the best.
All right. Welcome back, everybody. Currently, the scoreline 4-11, and even more so dominant halftime scoreline in favor of Shimmer. It got close over on Mirage, eventually 12-16. And now let's see if Hyperion still got fire left inside of them to try and get a comeback going here on this second map.
Absolutely. Their pistol rounds, for the most part, have been incredible. They have won 2 of the 3 we've seen so far. Now, if they can win this, it'll definitely give them a little bit of hope that they need to try to tie this up a little bit. If Shimmer can take this pistol round, it could be a very, very scary rest of the game for Hyperion.
The pistol round was sort of their lifeline over on Mirage. So if they want to make it work, this needs to be it. They have plenty of util here for this B execute that's coming about, and there's little to no presence here for Shimmer. Abby does connect a kill here, and there's even further damage being dealt. Kionetta, half HP, Artsar tagged, killed, but right after the bomb plant.
They get the bomb plant down, which is good money at the very least, but this is scary. The double peek is good, but backfires almost entirely there. And that's the defuse.
Yeah,
Blink of an eye.
it's clean. It's only Abby died in the process, who was initially holding off on the site. So this retake is exactly what you want to see, and with that 12th round in the pocket, 3 times the scoreline right now of Hyperion, and that must feel great.
It must. Hyperion in a little bit of a sticky situation here. They could force it. They got the bomb plant out. They didn't get many kills, so it's not going to be the most incredible buy. They're going to have to forego on quite a bit of utility here as well. The bomb plant gives them the ability to force. It does look, I think before we got the replay here, just look like they are going to go in with that extra weaponry. Hopefully, if they can take this, it will break Shimmer's economy. And it will force them onto potentially a double eco, probably a double eco. But it's not looking favorable.
Bit of a push down in Banana. Do you like that Shimmer kind of want to look into their options, see what the plans are of Hyperion? Not much aggression spotted, and now the boost coming about once again. Not noticing any very close attention, so we'll give it up for the time being. Maybe even looking to opt to rotate. Empathy! Hold on. Oh, I thought she already spotted the shoulder. Not quite, but
4x3 moment.
Yeah, it definitely feels like it. Oh, wow. And the push just continues. Aggression for Shimmer. And that's further damage dealt. That is a potential great scenario for Empathy to just clean up the rest.
Here's the 2 have dropped as well. And that must mean the 3rd's in the apps. They can sense it. All eyes are trained there on Artstar.
There we go. Not quite the ace. Abby, of course, picking up the long player, but it's still a beautiful 4K coming out of Empathy. She's just farming here.
Was it Abby earlier that stole the ace as well?
Yeah, it was.
Abby is an absolute menace.
Honestly, in all fairness, in this case, Abby would have died.
True.
So I understand that she's just fighting for it, just in case. But yeah, Abby, just toxic.
Oh, there's gonna be discussions after this, I'll tell you. But yeah, as you said, fighting for their life does unfortunately steal the ace, but they win the round, and that is getting them ever closer to this series point.
Oh, head spotted.
It is.
Oh, Shimmer feeling the heat a little bit. Will throw down an incendiary to try and slow them down. Nade on top of it, and once again, 2 players extremely low already here to begin with. And they still haven't set even foot onto a side yet.
It got a little scary. They did get a little bit of damage onto Lisa here, and this is one of the first times that we've seen them take this really heavy banana controller. It's an area of the map that they have been really hesitant to want to fight for. Bukar absolutely farming. The crossfire there with Abby as well, absolutely perfect. They clear them up. Not a single body dropped as well. That is the sort of round that you want to be seeing if you are Shimmer and Hyperion. It's got to be getting scary for them now. They are 1 round away from map point. The money is good for a buy here. If they lose this, they are in a very, very dire place.
It is a sort of do or die moment for Hyperion. This round needs to be your lifeline to try and get a bounce back. But look at this Shimmer. They just want to completely disrupt everything. Go for an aggressive bit push, but it actually gets punished. Not quite the spray that connected there for Bouchard. So maybe this can be your way back in.
It could be indeed. See them hesitating in Banana. They still have a lot of utility to play with for this site execute. But then again, so does Shimmer, and they are wanting to keep hold of this bomb site. This duo has been devastating in keeping Hyperion out, keeping that bomb away from any site. Now she's the bomb floating mid. A little bit of a scary place to take the bottom. Usually you'd leave it behind. Looks like they're wanting to push up a little bit further. 3 of them towards A. Empathy here. Saw the shoulder. They line up for her. And that is a brilliant woman advantage off the back of losing the initial duel, though.
And slowly working towards that 30-second mark. Maybe well positioned, has backup, and is definitely in need of it. Lisa not quite connecting. And that is suddenly a site that is open here to be taking for Hyperion. Wow, Anna, clean as can be, and LX in trouble. Definitely can still go for this. There is money in the bank, but no, Anna just shuts it down and saying, not today, not getting to map point.
Anna has been absolutely incredible on both of these maps as well, really stepping up when the team has needed her to. And there's been loads of situations, disadvantage fights, or taking these fights that, you know, might not necessarily favor her, but coming out on top, it has been brilliant to see. And there's a lot of support in the chat, of course, for Anna as well, which is awesome.
There, well, it's not going to be hurting Empathy at all. She does not back out of a situation, out of an opportunity window. Oh. No one continues to pick. What was that?
I've got questions. I've got questions that I am too scared to know the answers for. Everything goes a little bit quiet now. Hyperion trying to figure out what to do, losing the initial duel, losing a person, losing a lot of health on Artstar as well. Throws the spanner in the works. They have the utility and they're gearing up to take a little bit more space towards A. They are still putting some pressure on Banana, though, giving themselves options.
Empathy at least caught off here with that smoke. But as you're saying, bomb is still towards T-ramp and options still up on the table, wanting to continue to apply pressure here on mid, but also these B players slowly sneaking up. Now Lisa is boosted, and that is actually really great. You have that single B player, and actually Lisa does manage to stay alive. That's a very big win here for Shimmer. The time continues to tick on low, and look how far that bomb still needs to come from. Anna, at least Corrective, does get the kill upon Lisa, but Bouchard catches Natty on the rotation.
That bomb has not gone down yet. They still have the chance to win this. On time alone. Will be planted. There isn't really the room to deny it, actually.
Oh, empathy. Could have been a great kill, but now... Oh, they line up. They just completely line up. It looked like a very awkward situation there, Shimmer, because it was sort of them not wanting to shoot one another, and therefore a relatively easy one to pick up for Artstar. She is definitely popping off here. 16 and 16.
Absolutely.
Right.
And this is the sort of position that we saw them in earlier, albeit Shimmer were on map point, on Mirage, before Hyperion started sort of kicking into gear. But we can see it coming here. They're starting to piece things together. They're starting to try reel this back in. It is definitely an uphill battle, but this is definitely a good start.
Well, it's just a couple of pistols, so to try and maybe make something work out of mid. Long range fight here for Empathy towards Bridge. And Hyperion is just quiet. Well, they just want to be patient. Let them come towards them. So far, it's going pretty good.
It is indeed letting them walk into the trap there. Damage done, but unable to find a single kill. That is a brilliant round for Hyperion. That's the sort of round that boosts the confidence, boosts the morale, not losing a single person. That is no weaponry that you need to rebuy, which gives you the money to invest in other stuff, of course. Replenishing that Kevlar if needed. Utility, which we've seen them be really good at, and it's really nice to see them kicking into gear on their T side, because that's something we said they struggled with a little bit more, is they don't necessarily have the firepower behind them. Sometimes Shimmer just a little bit too aggressive on that CT side for them to handle, but it's really good to see them sort of combating this, taking that banana control as well, which is something on CT side we really didn't see them being proactive enough in.
Hyperion don't get contested here at all towards Banana, so I guess that's real estate, and they're gonna make use of it. Immediately be execute on the way. There's two players here, and the cavalry definitely needs to come out and help, because maybe they're in a bit of trouble. Abby at least does fall, and Lisa now all by herself. Does have a window of an opportunity. Gets away with one more, potential for even a little bit more, but is still a 3-on-3. The bomb looking to get planted. There we go. That will now happen. Boost over the smoke. Anna does notice it. Does fire right through that smoke.
And it's now a very difficult situation. We've got the weapon disadvantage. They've got very little utility to work with. Empathy pushed up into a nice little position here, but has to be careful because there's people on all sides.
Empathy gets the second one. Kionetta is ready here though, and with the lack of a kit being present, she's just trying to stick it. No way. Oh, okay.
Oh, God. Got
That
so
hit me
scared.
for a second. Imagine just continuing to miss it. But no, it's okay. Hyperion still in it.
Absolutely, they're keeping this competitive. They're closing that gap as well. The comeback is very much on. They want to take us to a map 3. They are not happy to let this go away so quickly. And it's, of course, it's a bit of a difficult one for Hyperion as well. We said at the very start of all of this, before even map 1 started, it's a round-robin format. Every team is playing every other team. And Hyperion, unfortunately, I do believe, lost their first game. So losing 2 in a row, it's a difficult blow to the mental, puts you in a sticky situation for trying to come back as well.
Yeah, I would say, you know, Shimmer and also Team Karma that they faced last week, not easy opponents to start your season off with against. But yeah, it definitely is a rough affair. And then you need to find a way to bounce back in order to still have a shot for Valencia.
Oh, look at that. The bullet's just going over their heads.
I know, it's close, but it was a long diffuse. So in the end, it's A-okay. But now, Shimmer took a timeout, took a bit of time to talk, and of course, don't think much is going to come off of this round, which is pistols. But at least taking some time to sort of figure out what is going wrong, and then make sure you are going to be closing it out in the next couple of rounds to come. And actually, something that made me think a bit, you know, Shimmer called their first technical timeout. Of course, they have 14. Not that much pressure just yet. But on the side of Hyperion, and actually the same goes for Mirage, there was a large lack of technical timeouts, in my opinion.
There was. It's something that Hyperion not wanting. I don't think they've actually taken a timeout yet. Shimmer have taken. They took one on map 1 after that amazing clutch from Empathy. They've just taken one now as well. Don't think we've seen Hyperion take any, which is interesting. It's really nice to see teams take these timeouts where there is a mental boost, whether to discuss how the next couple of rounds go. Oh no! Hurts to watch. And it's all downhill from there as well for Hyperion, as everybody just falls down and dies, and it's just LX now, something we've said all too frequently in the past couple of rounds.
And that's a bit painful.
Just a bit.
Well, Alex does get away with a bit of damage.
Consolation kill.
Yeah, honestly, because Hyperion have quite a nice stack of money at the moment, which can definitely help them in the long run if they want to make that run for overtime.
I only just saw Kionetta's balance. 11 grand.
Yes, it is pretty insane. And
how much money do you need?
On the orb, and it's all very comfortable.
It is.
Of course, there's still a bit of a gap to make up for. You need to find 5 in order to tie the scoreline. That's not impossible. This T-side has been looking a lot better. But Shimmer back on an orb themselves as well. Rifles alongside of it.
Molotov is good. I'm going to force forward that battle. Will escape. Absolute daylight robbery there.
The fact that Empathy went for a repeat, that is balls of steel, honestly. Oh, through the wall. Kimmy legged. And, well, needs to be very careful. Maybe he can sort of sacrifice herself and then the player can trade off of her. But this is rough. You have a player deficit, and Kimmy is perhaps in a bit more of a passive role because of it now. Natty, who's out on the lurk, you kind of need that extra manpower in order to make the round still work. Now, as a response, Hyperion, they throw in a couple of pieces of util towards A, trying to keep those CT people busy. And so far it works. 3 people do remain on A.
They
and actually, wow, they rotate Lisa off as well.
They did.
Oh no.
Looks like, you know, toying between the two sides, not quite sure where they want to go. It's a weird one. Bomb was very much over towards A, but they are gearing up to that B hit. The smoke's coming out will give them the ability to push on. They do have someone backside. Empathy with the first has to stand and deliver and get more than that, though.
Oof. Flash didn't quite do as much, but once again, they maintain a player advantage. And look at the time. 10 seconds. If they can disrupt this bomb plant, that is a map and serious point. Not quite the case, but it's still an opportunity to get that defuse going. Kionetta is in dark, and actually a bunch of the players all tucked into the side. No one in water, no one to deal actively with Banana. And now they're all sort of stuck like chickens in a cage. Hotstar just by herself. She lines up one, but the trades are near to immediate. This is 15. And now the pressure is back on for Hyperion to get their run for overtime going. It needs to happen, and you need to win 6 in a row.
It's definitely a scary position. We saw them absolutely stand and fight for it last map as well. So I'm hoping, you know, getting that sort of series of rounds, that string of rounds together will give them the confidence to push for this as well. Try take it to map number 3. But very up in the air, and it's a very good position for Shimmer to be in here. They've got the AWP out, they've got full utility parts, they've got full rifles, they've got full kits. If any round was to be the round to close it out, it's this one. It is a massive uphill battle for Hyperion here.
Fight for Banana here. With util back and forth. But this time, Empathy playing a completely different position, and I love this, having a versatile AWPer, trying to continue to put the pressure on, but maybe with the lack of an AWP towards Banana, it's a bit more difficult to get a grip on. So with Abby gone, that will call for a different kind of strategy. Oh, over towards middle. Once again, it is a leg shot.
Spots several that that's good information passed over about where they might be looking to gear up and hit.
Two positions.
They were a little bit worried about them maybe choosing to pack up, go somewhere else. They have sent someone back over towards B. Empathy, getting away with their life there is huge.
Oh, and a no-scope on top of it all. Does need to reload. Not quite in time. And with Alex also falling, that is big trouble that is ahead. And actually, there's low money. I think Bouchard and Lisa should save here. They're very far away from the site. And yeah, this is not quite going, or not quite worth the risk, if you ask me.
It's not.
But that's, it's so rough. Empathy had a very nice early kill, but yeah, the AWP, of course, with, I mean, it happened already quite a while ago, but the nerf down to 5 bullets for the AWP, it definitely can come and cost you.
It could, and it's, if they were going to go, as we said, map point, they do just have to put the pedal to the metal here. They have to keep going every round. They have to force buy. They don't have any leniency, any contingency. They have to just keep going for this, and this is a brilliant start. They do look like they're wanting to maybe take some of these weapons. They have the money to fight it a little bit. Shimmer here, though, really needs to keep hold of those weapons. The money is not good, but unfortunately, both will fall. There's a Mag 7. Oh, here we go. I've been waiting for... I'm a massive fan of a shotgun. I'll say it every time that I see one in a game I'm casting. I love seeing these shotguns come out. It'll be interesting to see where they choose to play it. It looks like it's going to be played up close and personal, maybe boiler.
Oh, well, that is not the way you want to be starting off the round. 2 kills within a blink of an eye over towards second mid, and, well, yeah, as soon as Shimmer started pushing, it was over and done with. Back in towards B. You do have Lisa on the close angle, but just a pistol. Oh, no. The flash is just perfect.
Unfortunately, Bouchard on that Mag 7 is going to be unable to do diddly squat for this round. Retake onto B from any angle here. It's just too long range. You just really got to save it at that point, don't you? Appy going for a constellation chicken kill.
Gotta get kills. No
yeah,
matter
but
what.
Bouchard just got to hold on to this Mag 7. There's nothing that you can do with it in a situation like this now. It's very situational. It's very good in certain situations. It's very situational. And once they've taken the other side, you are doomed.
Well,
yep, there it goes.
Yeah.
What a shame.
Abby just by herself with a deagle, getting hunted down. Hiding behind the kitchen stove. Praying that it will save her dear life.
Can hear the footsteps. It's scary. You could tell that they're nearby. Should be perfectly safe, though. I don't see anyone being able to get up and take her out. But there we go. Difficult situation for them here. They have the money to buy into this. But, of course, money's building up for Hyperion. Kionetta has been sat on over 10 grand for quite a few rounds now. So they have the money. They have that padding as well. Not that they can really, you know, use it if they lose the round. Of course, it's game over. But if they have rounds where it's a little bit more punishing, they lose a couple more people, they're perfectly fine.
Once again, aggression coming out, empathy. She didn't get that much out of apartments the last time around she was here, so maybe hoping this time it can change. Once again, not quite getting worth her money. They do push top mid, even with the incendiaries that have come into play. Now a smoke onto long, empathy. Now under a bit more pressure, does have support from Pit.
It's a battle of the orbs coming up here, potentially. sure. Gonna be called to stand and deliver. Gets 2. That could be it. That could be the round. Has done more than enough for the team here.
To be Abby ready here for an incendiary to throw right on out. Kimmy met with one in the face, but she does escape, and she escapes with a kill nonetheless. Lisa now maybe good for a couple. And, well, Shimmer looking to grab the 16th round they have been desiring for a long time. They finished that one off in style. And, yeah, well, even though, once again, we got a good worthwhile money, it got close, and well, in the end, Shimmer did prove.